Welcome everyone to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. The Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unleashes it on the run. And he's got it inside the 35. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Groupers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USF Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, you could tell that he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Norton. Absolutely nowhere. As his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. He'll toss it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. And the groupers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a 6th sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Might be changing the route. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see, just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Chandler. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. They think there's room to run to the right here. It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Brown will throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Nice move, create some space. Oh, he's got some space. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Touchdown Bulls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The option look. There he goes. Hey, fine. to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Under fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got him downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Groupers have this offense rolling. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 40. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball and the defense has it.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sullivan. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They try to get it outside on the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The groupers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the groupers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Brown will throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. Turning on the Jets. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together next time.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The groupers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught behind the line. It's Norton. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Makes the grab. It's Sullivan. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Hurls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulls are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulls. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistent.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they...
Wide open spaces. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play. If you want...
It's a running room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the groupers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Craig. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense looks like they're coming. He'll set up to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Groupers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sullivan. And the Bulls will keep this drive going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to...
There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats.
A lot of space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Groupers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations are